My dear Dharma friend, today let's continue the study of the Sutra of the Perfect Enlightenment, page 92. So this is about Mañjusri Bodhisattva, a dialogue between Mañjusri Bodhisattva and Buddha. Very important dialogue. Actually, the most important question and answer in the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment. So please open the PDF file. So last time we finished at page 92 and the Gatha. So Gatha is the kind of verses Buddha tried to summarize his teaching or his answer to Mañjusri Bodhisattva question. I'll read the Chinese first. 尔时世尊欲重宣此义而说偈言：文殊汝当知，一切诸如来，从于本因地，皆以智慧觉，了达于无明，知彼如空华，即能免流转，又如梦中人，醒时不可得，觉者如虚空，平等不动转，觉遍十方界，既得成佛道，纵幻减无处，灭无处。成道亦无得，本性圆满故，菩萨于此中能发菩提心，末世助众生，修此免邪见。So beautiful. A sincere, how to say, Gatha by Buddha. So English. Then the world-honored one, wanting to restate the gist of this, spoke a verse. He said, Mañjusri, you should know all Tathagatas from their originally arisen causal stage, penetrate ignorance with enlightened wisdom, knowing it to be like sky flowers. They are able to escape transmigration. It is like the man in a dream who has nothing to grasp upon awakening. Awareness is like space, equal, changeless. Enlightenment pervading the worlds of the 10 directions is none other than the attainment of the Buddha way. All illusions cease at no place, and in accomplishing the way, there's nothing attained. That's because original nature is complete, perfect. In it, bodhisattva, all able to produce bodhicitta. All sentient beings of degenerate age, practicing this, will avoid erroneous views. So beautiful, so profound, so direct, yet very simple. So if you really want to seek awakening or enlightenment, please pay attention, pay a lot of attention here on this verse, please. Chapter 1. At the end of chapter 1, Buddha trying to summarize his most profound teaching in this verse or Gatha. I repeat again, because this chapter or verse is so important. Mañjusri, you should know. Actually, he is talking to us, right, at this moment. Mañjusri, or you should know all Tathagatas, from the original arisen causal stage, penetrate ignorance. So, with enlightened wisdom, knowing it to be like sky flowers. So if you know sky flowers, again, like floaters of a patient with eye disease, like cataract, the floaters are not real. It's just, an eye problem. So in the same way, sky flowers are not real. So all the world, phenomena world, we can see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and think are all reflections of the conscious mirror, four-dimensional conscious mirror. Ultimately, they are not real. They are fleeting, they're temporary, they're changing from moment to moment. They are finite, born depending on certain conditions. Fundamentally, they are not real. They don't have true essence in it. There's no true self in every object of phenomena world. Every input of the six sensory organs, fundamentally, they are not real. They are lacking of true essence. They are empty. Emptiness, the core teaching of Buddha. They are knowing it to be like sky flowers. They are able to escape transmigration. They who are they? They are all Tathagatas, all Buddhas, before, present, and in the future, knowing all the phenomena world to be like sky flowers. And by knowing this, by knowing the emptiness of all the phenomena world, all the objects of the phenomena world, they are able to escape transmigration. They are able to escape samsara, escape birth and death, to reach a realm of birthless, deathless realm, Dharma realm, a realm of awareness. All objects or contents in our awareness are subject to birth and death. But the pure awareness, the pure consciousness behind all contents of the awareness itself is real, permanent, never changing, never moving, never coming, never going, infinite, formless, subject to no condition at all. That's why we call it from their originally arisen causal stage. 如来因地修圆觉者，因地。So let's go on. So the second part is like the man in a dream who has nothing to grasp upon awakening. So we all have dreams, right? When we wake up, we all know that there's nothing to grasp or to resist in the dream. All the illusions in the dream cease at no place. Because they are born at no place too. So if you use that insight, looking the phenomena world, all the objects of the phenomena world are empty. So all illusions are born at no place, all illusions cease at no place, and in accomplished way, there's nothing attained. You see, you're originally Buddha, so you don't attain Buddhahood. Attain Buddhahood because you are Buddha already. How profound teaching it is. There's no enlightenment. Enlightenment is in the relation to ignorance. But if you know you're Buddha already, so there's no Buddhahood to attain. There's nothing attained because your original nature, the Buddhahood, is complete and perfect. Enlightened bodhisattvas are able to produce bodhicitta. All sentient beings of degenerate age, all sentient beings of degenerate age, we are now in the degenerate age. By practicing this, we avoid erroneous views. Right view, the first of the Eight Noble Truths. Right view, you know whatever is. You always have this right view. You always know. The contents of awareness is empty. There's no true substance in what we see, listen, smell, taste, touch, and think. Fundamentally, they are unreal. So this is very, very important gatha. Okay, let's go on. Page 93. Commentary by Kiwa. You see, know the real to be originally existent. Understand that falsehood is originally empty. Falsehood, like our ignorance, even our ignorance is originally empty. From this, you avoid the view of samsara. Samsara is our illusion. Samsara is not real. Then you are able to realize that the view of knowing the real and understanding falsehood are both sky flowers. Both lack any whatsoever. Yet this mind that is clear of views also does not exist. From the realm of neither delusion nor enlightenment, you abide still without change. Here, you coalesce self and things without gap. You unite the reality realm with the essential nature. You realize the one until this oneness disappears. We are living in suchness right at this moment. And there's only this moment. There's no moment other than this moment. Through this true understanding, that Buddha way is accomplished. The accomplished way removes defilement of illusion. When the defilement illusion is gone, counteractive awareness also vanishes. You see, so profound, so fundamental. Therefore, he says, in accomplishing the way, nothing is attained, because you're originally perfect and complete. That's the name of this sutra. Perfect, complete, extensive enlightenment. And fundamentally, you realize there's no enlightenment to attain. Okay, so let's go on. Second chapter. Samantabhadra Bodhisattva. Samanta means great virtue. So we are page 94 now. Samantabhadra Bodhisattva. The word samatha means great virtue. The word samantabhadra means to extend great compassion, such that no type of sentient beings is not improved, and to practice myriads of practices such that no virtue is not perfected. So if I say, in Buddha's teaching, Mañjusri Bodhisattva is a symbol or representative of wisdom, then Samantabhadra Bodhisattva is a symbol or representative of wisdom in action. Samantabhadra Bodhisattva is a being who carries out this wisdom, the light of wisdom, into human being, into humanity, to awaken other one. So in this perspective, first, Mañjusri Bodhisattva, second, Samantabhadra Bodhisattva, we need the wisdom first, then you could have the second step, wisdom in action. So that's first wisdom, then wisdom in action. So I want you to have a basic understanding why chapter 1 is a dialogue or question and answer between Mañjusri Bodhisattva and Buddha, while the second chapter is a question and answer between Samantabhadra Bodhisattva and the Buddha. Because first chapter, wisdom first, then second chapter, wisdom in action. So we continue on, page 94. Why does Samantabhadra ask the Buddha another question after Mañjusri? Mañjusri emphasized the aspect of faith, while Samantabhadra emphasized the aspect of practice. I would say Mañjusri emphasized the aspect of wisdom, the insight into the phenomena world, or in other words, the insight of the ultimate truth, the ultimate wisdom, the ultimate understanding of who we are, what is nature, why we are here, like the most fundamental question. Then followed by Samantabhadra, who emphasizes the aspect of practice. Now you have this understanding. Then you need apply this principle or ultimate understanding into the everyday life. Then it's like if I used that metaphor of a complete circle. Wisdom is the half circle, and you need to draw this half circle, or first the half circle first. Then by the wisdom in action, you complete this circle. You draw the second half and make it complete circle. So actually, even Bodhidharma, the first patriarch of Chan or Zen in China, Bodhidharma, who brought the Zen teaching from India to China, he also said like this: 理入和行入. So 理 means principle, the essence, or the essence. You need to understand the principle or the essence first. Then you apply this principle or essence into everyday life, the application of the principle. Actually, this applies to every worldly skills or professions. Actually, you have to understand something first, then use our understanding to apply in certain level of profession or business, or like a field. Makes sense, right? So in the same way, then there's a second chapter. Samantabhadra Bodhisattva asks who is the representative or symbol of wisdom in action, or the application of the wisdom. So still we are on page 94. I'll just repeat. Mañjusri emphasizes the aspect of truth, or aspect of wisdom, aspect of the ultimate understanding. Then while Samantabhadra Bodhisattva emphasizes the aspect of practice or application of the wisdom into everyday life. Since Mañjusri emphasized the aspect of wisdom, he asked the Buddha to reveal the Dharma practice of the causal stage, first causing everyone to awaken pure, perfect enlightenment. Since Samantabhadra emphasized the aspect of practice, he asked the Buddha to teach the stages of practice and make everyone begin their practicing, relying their awakening or practice upon the true understanding. Quite makes sense. So, in a lamp, oil and flame are both necessary. In a person, eyes and legs both help each other. If the flame lacks oil, they will certainly go out. If legs cannot be guided by eyes, one's advance will certainly be halted. The flame, depending on the oil, gets brighter without going out. It's like the application of wisdom depending on the wisdom itself. The legs, depending on eyes, can further advance without having to stop. Again, the legs, like the application of the wisdom, depending on eyes, the wisdom itself. Then we can further advance without having to stop. The relationship of practice to understanding is just like that of oil and the flame, or the legs and eyes. The relationship of understanding to practice just like that of the eyes to the legs. Wisdom in action relies on reaction. Wisdom in action relies on wisdom itself. Makes sense, right? And understanding that does not have practice is empty. Of course, it's just you don't have a goal, you don't have a destination. We are just aimless flies hitting the four walls of a room. We are blinded if we don't have that wisdom. So, an understanding that does not have practice is empty. A practice that does not have understanding will be obstructed. Therefore, if you desire to practice, you must first activate your understanding or wisdom. If you have activated your understanding, your wisdom, then you must begin to practice. Two halves of the circle make a circle complete. It is for this reason that Mañjusri first awakens pure, perfect enlightenment. Samantabhadra then will cause the listeners to rely on their awakening and begin to practice. So, actually, this principle, first, then application principle later applies to every worldly skills or profession or field. Right understanding already accomplished, you must begin to practice. It's like if you like to cook, first you read the books of cooking, then after really understanding the recipes, the ingredients, the time of cooking, and all the ingredients and so on, you have to practice. You have to cook a delicious meal. In the same way, right understanding already accomplished, we must begin to practice. Therefore, Samantabhadra asks for the method which freedom from illusion is completed. There's nothing from which to separate. That from which one cannot separate is the true constant. There's nothing from which to separate. That from which one cannot separate is the true constant. Yes. It's like, so our awareness is the background or the true constant behind every activities. Every activity, physically, emotionally, um, mentally, even spiritually. You see? There's nothing from which to separate. Our awareness is all inclusive. Our awareness includes every activities in the not only in the individual level, but also in the social level, connected level, and the cosmic level. The cosmic mind includes every stars, galaxies, planets, and every beings on the planets and the galaxies. And that from which one cannot separate is the true constant. The ultimate truth is omnipresent in every thing. A rock, a grass, a tree, a human being, an animal, a planet, a star, and galaxy. The God is omnipresent. Our consciousness is omnipresent. The moment we drop the ego completely, the awareness is perfect, extensive, curative, perfect, complete. So beautiful. Okay, I think that we could end at page 95. It's a such important session today. At the end of the session, I still want to recite the Gatha in Chinese. 尔时世尊欲重宣此义而说偈言：文殊汝当知，一切诸如来，从于本因地，皆以智慧觉，了达于无明，知彼如空华，即能免流转，又如梦中人，醒时不可得，觉者如虚空，平等不动转，觉遍十方界，即得成佛道，纵幻灭无处，成道亦无得，本性圆满故，菩萨于此中能发菩提心，来世诸众生修此免邪见。Then the world-honored one, wanting to restate the gist of this, spoke a verse. He said, Mañjusri, you should know, O Tathagatas, from their originally arisen causal stage, penetrate ignorance. With enlightened wisdom, knowing it to be like sky flowers, they are able to escape transmigration. It is like the man in the dream who has nothing to grasp upon awakening. Awareness is like space, equal, changeless, enlightenment pervading the worlds of the 10 directions. In none other than the attainment of the Buddha way, all illusions cease at no place. And in accomplishing the way, there's nothing attained. That's because the original nature is complete and perfect. Innate bodhisattvas, all able to produce bodhicitta, all sentient beings of degenerate age, practicing this will avoid erroneous views.